From a pyramid hidden away in Antarctica to a Chinese village where everyone is only 3 feet tall, our world is filled with intriguing discoveries and phenomena that defies the imagination. What are some of the craziest and most bizarre finds scientists have made in recent times? Get ready for a wild adventure as we unveil mind-boggling discoveries that defies all logic. China Dwarf Village. Deep in China's picturesque Sichuan province lies the village of Yangtze, a place that has captivated scientists for decades. What makes this village so perplexing? Well, a staggering 40% of its population are dwarves, their growth stunted by a mysterious disease that struck in 1951. This puzzling phenomenon has left experts scratching their heads and searching for answers. According to the village elders, that fateful summer night in 1951 changed everything. Children between the ages of 5 and 7 suddenly stopped growing, their height frozen indefinitely. Not only did they remain tiny, but some also faced various disabilities as a result. The impact was profound, and the effects have been passed down through generations, with the village still grappling with this baffling condition. A census in 1985 revealed 119 similar cases within the village, and the numbers continue to rise. Today, out of the 80 residents, 36 are dwarfs. The tallest among them reaches a mere 117 centimeters, while the shortest stands at a diminutive 64 centimeters. X-rays of the affected individuals show bone abnormalities, a clear indication of halted growth. Dwarfism, typically characterized by a height of 147 centimeters or less, can be caused by numerous medical or genetic conditions. In Yangtze, the disorder manifests in 2 distinct ways. Asymmetric dwarfism leads to an imbalance in body size, with some parts smaller than average while others remain normal or even larger. On the other hand, proportional dwarfism results in all body parts being uniformly small, suited for an average-sized body. Scientists and experts have descended upon Yangtze, delving into the village's water, soil, and food resources in search of answers. They meticulously examine the affected patients, hoping to unlock the secrets behind this rare condition. In 1997, a tantalizing hypothesis emerged, suggesting that high levels of mercury in the village soil could be to blame. However, conclusive evidence has remained elusive, leaving the true cause shrouded in mystery. The intrigue surrounding Yangtze has not gone unnoticed. While the Chinese government acknowledges the village's existence, access to the area has been restricted to foreign visitors. Rumors and eerie photographs have circulated, adding to the enigmatic aura that surrounds this unique community. Though officially recorded in 1951, reports of dwarfism in Yangtze date as far back as 1911, further deepening the mystery. But there's a glimmer of hope. Recent research indicates that subsequent generations do not appear to be affected by this strange disease. Perhaps time will unveil the answers that have eluded us thus far, shedding light on the origins of this extraordinary phenomenon. So, as we ponder the riddle of Yangtze, let us marvel at the wonders that still exist in our world, waiting to be unraveled. Bizarre caecilian. In a groundbreaking discovery, scientists have found that ringed caecilians, a type of limbless amphibian that resembles a worm, exhibit a bizarre behavior never before observed in amphibians. What's that behavior, you might wonder? They beg their mother for milk. The finding was published in a study conducted by researchers from the Butantan Institute in Brazil and was featured in Scientific American. Caecilians are notoriously difficult to study due to their elusive nature and underground habitat. However, using an endoscopic camera, a BBC team captured footage of a ringed caecilian mother and her offspring without disturbing them. The researchers noticed that the hatchlings tore off bits of their mother's whitish outer skin layer, which was found to contain nutritious proteins and fats. While this provided some nourishment, It wasn't sufficient to explain the rapid growth observed in the young caecilians. Further investigation revealed that the hatchlings were consistently positioned near the female's cloacal opening, which serves as both the exit for the intestinal and urogenital systems. Comparative analysis of females with and without offspring showed the presence of large glands in the oviducts that produce a milky substance rich in sugars and fatty acids, similar to the composition of mammalian milk. To confirm the feeding behavior, researchers developed a lab setup to observe the mother and offspring. They discovered that the hatchlings actively consumed the milk whenever it was released, competed for access to it, and displayed signs of satisfaction after feeding. Also, the young caecilians were found to touch the area around the cloacal opening and emit high-pitched sounds, intensifying their vocalizations in the minutes leading up to milk release, an unexpected form of communication. This discovery challenges the notion that milk production and begging behavior are exclusive to mammals. While milk provision is common in caecilians that give live birth, this is the first time it has been observed in a caecilian species that lays eggs. This suggests a possible evolutionary link between providing milk to hatchlings outside the body and the subsequent development of internal gestation. The findings have sparked fascination among herpetologists and researchers in the field. The behavior observed in ringed caecilians resembles begging behavior seen in birds, which is a novel discovery for caecilians. It is speculated that similar milk-feeding behavior may be found in other egg-laying species as well. While milk production is typically associated with mammals, several other species, such as pigeons, flamingos, and male emperor penguins, produce milk-like substances to nourish their young. This study adds another intriguing example to the diverse range of animals that employ this feeding strategy. This fascinating discovery of ringed caecilians begging their mother for milk represents a fascinating and unprecedented observation in the world of amphibians. Humpback whale supergroup. Back in 2017, scientists observed humpback whales exhibiting unusual behavior by forming large and puzzling supergroups, consisting of up to 200 individuals. These majestic creatures, known for their solitary nature, typically travel in small pods during their annual migration. Researchers from South Africa's Cape Peninsula University of Technology conducted a study to analyze this mysterious behavior. Lead author Ken Findlay expressed astonishment, stating, "I've never seen anything like this." The humpback whales were spotted off the southern African coast, gathering in groups ranging from 20 to 200 individuals while feeding on their prey. The formation of such dense feeding aggregations during Southern Hemisphere humpback whale migrations is unprecedented. Previous reports in the scientific literature have rarely mentioned groups of this size, with large groups generally consisting of 10 to 20 individuals or fewer, according to Findlay. The humpback's behavior deviates from their usual migratory patterns in other ways as well. Normally, they are not expected to be present in South Africa during the summer months, as they typically travel all the way to Antarctica. However, their recent presence in South Africa suggests a change in their migration patterns. Humpback populations have made a remarkable recovery in recent years after facing severe endangerment due to heavy whaling in the 19th and 20th centuries. This population rebound may have influenced their feeding habits and migration behaviors. The observed supergroups of humpback whales raise intriguing questions for scientists. The reasons behind this behavior and its implications remain unclear. Further research is needed to gain a better understanding of the factors driving these aggregations and how they may affect humpback whale populations in the long run. The unexpected behavior of humpback whales forming large groups challenges our existing understanding of their social dynamics and migratory patterns. Methane leak at the deepest point of the Baltic Sea. Researchers in Sweden have made an alarming discovery regarding methane gas leaking from the depths of the Baltic Sea seabed. During a recent expedition, scientists from Stockholm University and Lund University detected methane bubbles rising from depths of 370 meters, significantly deeper than the expected range of 150 to 200 meters. The gas bubbles were found in a 20-square-kilometer area off the southeastern coast of Sweden. Christian Strana, a researcher involved in the project, expressed surprise at the intensity of the methane bubbles and their origin from such deep areas. The oxygen-free conditions in the deep waters of the Baltic Sea may be responsible for the enhanced buoyancy of the bubbles, enabling them to rise more efficiently to the surface. The researchers suspect that similar methane leaks could be occurring in other parts of the Baltic Sea, prompting them to conduct further analysis to understand the cause of the high methane release in the area. The project leader, Marcelo Ketzer, a professor of environmental science at Lund University, highlighted the lack of knowledge regarding the factors governing methane production in these deeper areas and the fate of the released methane. Understanding these processes is crucial to assess the environmental impact and implications of the methane leaks. The release of methane, a potent greenhouse gas, is a matter of concern due to its contribution to global warming. Methane has a significantly higher heat-trapping capacity than carbon dioxide, with approximately 80 times the warming potential over a 20-year period. The United Nations Environment Program reported that last year's ruptures in the Nord Stream pipeline under the Baltic Sea likely led to the largest single release of methane ever recorded. The pipeline, which carried natural gas from Russia to Germany, experienced underwater explosions in September, causing substantial damage. The incident resulted in accusations of sabotage between the United States and Russia, although conclusive evidence regarding responsibility has not been found. The Danish Energy Agency announced in October 2022 that the ruptured pipelines had ceased releasing methane. The discovery of methane leaks from deeper areas of the Baltic Sea seabed raises concerns about the potential impact on climate change. Further research and analysis are necessary to understand the extent of methane release, its underlying causes, and its long-term consequences. This finding underscores the importance of monitoring and addressing methane emissions to mitigate the effects of global warming. Alien tree. When you hear the word alien, what comes to your mind? Scientists have made an extraordinary discovery regarding ancient trees that lived approximately 350 million years ago. Fossilized tree species called Sanfordia, found in New Brunswick, Canada, have been found to possess a unique and fantastical appearance, unlike any trees that exist today. Typically, tree fossils are preserved with only their trunks intact. But in a groundbreaking study, scientists analyzed a fossil that had remarkably preserved its leaves. This revealed that ancient trees displayed similarities to palm or fern trees and had a distinct three-dimensional crown shape. Robert Gastaldo of Colby College in Maine described the astonishing characteristics of these ancient trees. Their spindly trunks supported extraordinarily long leaves in great numbers, which is quite startling. Gastaldo noted that our mental concept of what a tree looks like is based on familiarity with the trees in our local surroundings. The fossilized Sanfordia challenges these preconceptions. The researchers emphasized the uniqueness of the fossil, highlighting its unusual growth form during a time when forest plants were undergoing diversification. They believe this growth pattern was short-lived and represented an evolutionary experiment. The fossilized trunk with attached crown leaves is an exceedingly rare find in the fossil record, spanning over 400 million years. One of the notable features of these ancient tree fossils is the preservation of their crown leaves, which is a very rare phenomenon. The researchers speculate that the tree's distinctive growth form allowed it to maximize light capture and reduce competition with other ground-dwelling plants. It suggests that smaller trees grew beneath a taller forest canopy, providing evidence of a more complex plant life during the early Carboniferous period than previously thought. The discovery of Sanfordiacalis challenges our understanding of ancient plant life and suggests that during that time, plants were experimenting with diverse forms and architectures. These trees existed in a time when life on land displayed shapes, forms, growth patterns, and life histories that differed from those seen in the present. Gastaldo emphasized that the history of life on Earth consists of organisms that lived successfully over long periods but had different trajectories and strategies. The fossilized Sanfordiacalis serves as a reminder that millions of years ago, there were trees that defied our imagination and resembled creations from the world of Dr. Seuss. These extraordinary fossils offer a glimpse into the rich and varied diversity of ancient life forms, representing unsuccessful experiments that once colonized our planet. They serve as a testament to the ever-changing nature of life and the fascinating evolutionary processes that have shaped our world. Oldest lipstick. Lipstick lovers, prepare to be amazed. Archaeologists have just uncovered the world's oldest known lipstick, revealing a beauty tradition that has persisted for over 3,700 years. This ancient lip color, dating back to between 1936 BC and 1687 BC, was discovered in a small stone vial found in southeastern Iran. Resembling a modern lipstick tube, this remarkable find provides a fascinating glimpse into the beauty practices of an ancient civilization. The lipstick, a dark red powder, contained a mix of hematite, vegetable oils, and waxes, ingredients strikingly similar to those found in today's cosmetic formulations. Imagine the glamorous Queen Puabi of Ur, who adorned her lips with a mixture of white lead and crushed red rocks some 5,500 years ago. Ancient Egyptians, too, embraced the power of lip color for ceremonial and everyday purposes. Now, thanks to this incredible discovery, we can trace the origins of the beloved red pout back to the dawn of civilization itself. But there's more to this story than just ancient cosmetics. The stone vial offers a tantalizing glimpse into the mysterious Gyroft culture, an advanced Bronze Age civilization that emerged from the shadows of history. These sophisticated city-states engaged in trade, wielded power, and had their own writing system. Who knew that our ancestors were so fashion-forward? While the exact purpose of the lipstick vial remains a tantalizing mystery, one thing is clear. Our desire for beauty and self-expression has deep roots. From ancient queens to modern trendsetters, the allure of a bold red lip has transcended time and culture. Now, it's time for today's subscriber pick. In a sight that seemed straight out of a movie, the world was captivated when an otherworldly creature emerged from the depths of the Tigris River, making headlines worldwide. A 3,500-year-old discovery makes headlines after it emerges itself from the water of River Tigris. This mysterious being bore a striking resemblance to a humanoid figure, or even a goblin, leaving experts and onlookers in awe and intrigue. The image captured during this extraordinary encounter showcases a creature that defies conventional understanding. With a weathered and aged appearance, its hunched and gnarled figure stood in stark contrast to the modern world. Its skin, resembling ancient parchment, bore the marks of time, etched with lines and crevices that hinted at a history spanning millennia. The creature's sunken eyes seemed to hold a wisdom forged through the ages. Speculation ran rampant as experts and enthusiasts attempted to unravel the creature's origins. Was it an undiscovered species, a relic of an ancient civilization, or a manifestation of ancient stories come to life? This extraordinary encounter triggered a wave of fascination and curiosity, reminding us of the mysteries that still lie hidden within our world. This 3,500-year-old creature, discovered from the Tigris River, serves as a poignant reminder that even in the midst of the modern era, remnants of ancient enigmas can emerge, momentarily bridging the gap between past and present and beckoning us to explore the depths of our collective history. Tell us in the comments section, What your take about this image? Pyramid in Antarctica. The icy expanse of Antarctica has revealed yet another breathtaking surprise, an awe-inspiring pyramid-like mountain. This astonishing discovery has set the internet abuzz with speculation, with some entertaining extraterrestrial or ancient civilization theories. But experts are quick to dispel these notions, revealing that these ice pyramids are purely the work of Mother Nature. Satellite images unveiled the presence of these peaks in the southern part of Antarctica's Ellsworth mountain range. The pyramid-shaped mass, measuring a mere 2 kilometers at its base, bears a striking resemblance to the majestic pyramids of Giza in Egypt. The Ellsworth Mountains, Antarctica's highest range, stretch 350 kilometers in length and 48 kilometers in width along the western side of the Ron Ice Shelf in Marie Byrd Land. Discovered in 1936 by Lincoln Ellsworth, these mountains reside within Chile's Antarctic territorial claim. With bone-chilling average temperatures of -30 degrees Celsius, this region remains accessible for exploration only during a brief season, typically from November to January. Internet chatter has been rife, with claims linking these Antarctic pyramids to the enigmatic Illuminati, or proposing that the continent was once cloaked in prehistoric rainforests, making such structures feasible. However, geology experts, led by Professor Eric Rignot, have quelled these speculations. The pyramidal shape of these formations can be attributed to the convergence of glaciers, a natural occurrence witnessed in various parts of the world. While the truth may not be as sensational as the theories, the discovery of these pyramid-like mountains in Antarctica remains a captivating natural phenomenon. It serves as a testament to the wonders our planet harbors, reminding us of its remarkable diversity. In fact, these pyramid-like mountains are not a secret at all. They are well-documented features within the Ellsworth Range, often referred to as horns. These geological marvels dominate the glacial landscapes, formed by the convergence of glaciers that sculpt the sides of existing land masses. The sharp circular erosion caused by multiple glaciers diverging from a central point gives rise to these unique formations. One of the most iconic examples of this natural phenomenon is the renowned Matterhorn Peak. Addressing the hype surrounding the Antarctic pyramid, Eric Rignot, a geology professor at the University of California, simply states, "This is just a mountain that looks like a pyramid." So, while the allure of ancient secrets and extraterrestrial connections may capture our imagination, the truth lies in the majesty of nature itself. What are your thoughts on this remarkable discovery? Share your thoughts in the comment section and join the conversation about the wonders that continue to unfold on our extraordinary planet. Largest gold nugget ever found. By a remarkable stroke of luck, a metal detectorist in England has stumbled upon a sizable gold nugget that is now up for auction and expected to fetch over $37,000. The nugget, which happens to be the largest ever found in the country, was unearthed by Richard Brock, an experienced treasure hunter using a faulty metal detecting device. While exploring Shropshire in western England, Brock arrived late to a meetup with fellow treasure hunters and relied on an older, half-working detector. Just 20 minutes into his search, he made an astonishing discovery: a chunk of gold weighing 2.3 ounces. That's a whopping 64.8 grams, larger than a quarter in size. Brock, who had been a treasure hunter for 35 years, expressed his disbelief, stating, "The machine I was using was pretty much kaput. It was only half working. It just goes to show that it doesn't really matter what equipment you use. If you are walking over the find and are alert enough to what might be lurking underneath the soil, that makes all the difference." The circumstances surrounding how the gold nugget ended up in Shropshire remain a mystery. The site where it was found contains remnants of Welsh stone and an old road railway line, offering various possibilities for its origin, according to Ben Jones, an auctioneer and valuer at Mullock Jones. The nugget is considered a rare find, adding to its allure and potential value. It's worth noting that the largest gold nugget ever discovered in the United Kingdom weighed 4.3 ounces. That's 121.3 grams, and it was found in a Scottish river in 2009, as reported by CNN. Brock's extraordinary find serves as a profound proof to the unpredictable nature of treasure hunting and the thrill that comes with unearthing valuable artifacts. Despite using a faulty detector, his sharp eye and persistence paid off, leading to a potentially life-changing discovery. Intriguingly, the enigma of how the gold nugget ended up in Shropshire adds an air of mystique to the story. It highlights the vast possibilities and untold stories that lie within the earth, waiting to be unearthed by intrepid explorers. Oldest known jellyfish. Scientists have uncovered the oldest preserved adult jellyfish ever found, dating back an astonishing 505 million years. The fossils, consisting of 182 specimens, were discovered within a rock at the Burgess Shale fossil site in Canada. This finding is particularly remarkable because jellyfish, being composed of 95% water, are highly prone to rapid decay. Many of these fossils were initially collected in the 1980s and 1990s at the Burgess Shale, a renowned location for exceptionally preserved marine fossils. The Royal Ontario Museum in Toronto now houses these precious remains, which include the remarkably well-preserved jellyfish specimens. Scientists have uncovered the oldest preserved adult jellyfish ever found, dating back an astonishing 505 million years. The fossils, consisting of 182 specimens, were discovered within a rock at the Burgess Shale fossil site in Canada. This finding is particularly remarkable because jellyfish, being composed of 95% water, are highly prone to rapid decay. Many of these fossils were initially collected in the 1980s and 1990s at the Burgess Shale, a renowned location for exceptionally preserved marine fossils. The Royal Ontario Museum in Toronto now houses these precious remains, which include the remarkably well-preserved jellyfish specimens. Jean-Bernard Caron, a paleontologist at the museum, explained the fragility of jellyfish, stating, "If you see a jellyfish outside of the water, a couple hours later it's just a ball of goo." The findings were published in a paper by Caron in the journal Proceedings of the Royal Society B, revealing that these fossils represent the oldest swimming jellyfish known to science. To confirm the identity of these fossils as jellyfish, Joe Moyshuk and his team from the University of Toronto conducted a thorough analysis. They identified a groundbreaking specimen and named it Burgessomedusa phasmiformis, a new species representing the earliest recorded adult jellyfish. Moyshuk described its appearance as ghost-like, resembling the character from the iconic video game Pac-Man due to its unique body shape. This ancient jellyfish closely resembles its modern counterparts, measuring about 20 centimeters long with a bell-shaped body adorned with over 90 tentacles around the edge. The jellyfish became ensnared in an undersea mud flow approximately 500 million years ago, leading to its rapid burial and exceptional preservation. Jellyfish have a complex life cycle involving two distinct forms, polyps and medusas. During the polyp stage, which is an early phase of a jellyfish's life, they reside on the seafloor and reproduce asexually. As they mature into medusas, they gain the ability to swim freely and mate with other jellyfish. While fossils of polyps from 560 million years ago have been discovered in previous excavations, this recent finding provides the first definitive evidence of a large swimming jellyfish from that time. It suggests that jellyfish had already developed this life cycle at least 500 million years ago. The discovery of these ancient jellyfish fossils offers a remarkable glimpse into the early evolution of these mesmerizing creatures. It showcases their resilience and longevity throughout Earth's history and sheds light on their complex life cycle. This finding adds to our understanding of the ancient marine ecosystems and the remarkable diversity of life that has thrived on our planet for millions of years. Alien life forms in an abandoned uranium mine. Deep within the picturesque Elbe sandstone mountains in southeastern Germany, an intriguing discovery has unfolded. An abandoned, flooded uranium mine has become a breeding ground for otherworldly life forms. These slimy biofilms, consisting of bacterial and eukaryotic organisms, have transformed the once desolate mine into a thriving ecosystem. In the 1960s, the Königstein mine emerged as a productive uranium mine, extracting over 1,000 tons of this valuable element annually. However, by 1990, production dwindled, and the mine faced environmental challenges. As part of a remediation effort, the mine was flooded to cleanse the acidic chemicals used in uranium extraction and counteract potential radioactive runoff. Following the mine's flooding, a peculiar phenomenon unfolded, catching the attention of the mine's custodians. Curiosity piqued, scientists were called in to investigate the strange intruders. What they witnessed would seem extraterrestrial to most observers. Within the damp, dark, and uranium-rich environment, biofilms composed of microbes had conquered the mine. Acidic streamers, resembling long, thin worms, swayed lazily in liquid drainage channels, while stalactite-like slime communities dripped from the ceilings, giving the impression of melting walls. In this radioactive wasteland, life thrived. The biofilms unveiled a diverse collection of organisms, challenging preconceived notions of extreme habitats. Alongside single-celled bacteria, researchers from nearby universities in Dresden discovered multi-celled eukaryotes, shape-altering amoeba, squid-like heterolobosea, stalk-like stramenopiles, multi-appendaged flagellates, ciliates of various forms, and creeping fungi. The largest microorganisms observed were bdelloid rotifers, measuring 50 micrometers wide and 200 micrometers long. Remarkably, this light-starved underground environment had fostered its own ecosystem. Acid-loving bacteria derived energy from reducing iron and sulfur, giving rise to the slimy stalactites as they proliferated. Flagellates, small eukaryotes, then feed on these bacteria, becoming prey for larger ciliates. Amoebae and fungi followed, either consuming the smaller microorganisms or decomposing their remains. The apex predators of this underground realm were the relatively massive rotifers, feasting on organic detritus and preying on protozoa. The researchers were astounded by the diverse array of microscopic life and the intricate food chain that had developed. They concluded that eukaryotes have a greater tendency to colonize extreme habitats than previously believed. These organisms not only exist in such environments, but also play a significant role in carbon cycling within acid mine drainage communities. The Königstein mine is not the only radioactive environment where advanced microscopic life has thrived. In 1991, black fungi were discovered growing on the walls of the decimated No. 4 nuclear reactor at Chernobyl. Further investigation revealed that these fungi likely absorbed radiation, converting it into chemical energy for growth. These extraordinary examples demonstrate the resilience and adaptability of life in even the most challenging environments. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.